Good morning, dear students. Welcome to history class. So, dear student, it is a lesson about the Vedic culture. No, we know what was Vedic culture. Vedic and the Vedic culture, or we can the civilization of the Aryans. And we have learned the arrival and the early settlements of the Aryans. No, previous video we have learned about that. And we have learned about the different views of different historians regarding the original home of the Aryans also. So please remember that. What was the concept or idea of or opinion of Bal Gangadhar Tilak about the original home of the Aryans? Then we have learned about A.C. Das and his opinion. We have learned about Swami Dayananda Saraswati and his opinion or view about the original home of the Aryans. No, and finally we have learned about the view of Professor Max Muller, a German scholar, and his view. Okay, so please revise and remember the various views about the original home of the Aryans, and then we have learned about the advent of the Aryans or the arrival of the Aryans in 1500 BC. Okay, please remember. And their early settlements, Brahmavarta, we have learned. Brahmavarta. Okay, Brahmavarta, or the land of God or the land of Brahma. Then we have learned about from the Brahmavarta region, they gradually or slowly spread and occupied the whole of North India. And then it was known as the Aryavarta or the land of the Aryans. Okay, and we have learned about the two Vedic periods also, early Vedic period and the later Vedic period. Early Vedic period means when the Aryans lived in the Brahmavarta region, it was known as the early Vedic period. And when the Aryans lived in the Aryavarta region, it was known as the later Vedic period. So please remember the years, early Vedic and later Vedic. Okay, we have learned about the four Vedas, the two great epics we have learned, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and the stories of this great epic, the contents of the four Vedas, and many other literary sources we have learned about the Aryans. No? And today in this video we are going to discuss about the caste system and the four ashramas of the Aryan civilization. Okay, people. Class division. So Kshatriya, Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and the Shudras. We are the four castes, no? Okay, Vaishya. And their occupation. Okay. Though the caste system is not mentioned in the Rig Veda, but the fact remains that there was some kind of class division in the society. In the Rig Veda, it was not mentioned. But after some time, there emerged four divisions in the society, Aryan society. The early Aryans called the local inhabitants Dasyas and did not mix with them. Okay, Aryans came to India. And lesson number 1, we heard about the Indus Valley civilization. No, can you remember the various causes for the end of the civilization? We heard about the attack of the Aryans. Probably a group of people came to India in 1500 BC and they conquered the local inhabitants. Maybe they were the Dasyas. Okay. It is said that during this period, the tribal chiefs and the priests acquired a large share of the booty and grew at the cost of the kinsmen. Beauty, that resources, the wealth we can say, grew at the cost of the people. This resulted in social inequalities and the tribal society got divided into three groups, warriors, priests and the people. The emergence of what we can say three categories of people in the early Vedic period. Warriors, soldiers, priests, and the people. The fourth division called the Shudras appeared towards the end of the Rig Vedic period because the word Shudra is mentioned for the first time in the 10th mandala of the Rig Veda. Rig Veda and the 10th mandala which is usually considered a later addition. Okay, in the 10th mandala of the Rig Veda, there is the first mention of the mentioning of this Shudra. However, since the economy was mainly pastoral and not food producing, there was no scope for collecting regular tributes or taxes from the people. What do you mean by pastoral economy? Pastoral, mainly depending what we can say cattle, no? Okay, then then in the early Vedic period, the society was divided into different classes based on their profession. A person could adopt any profession of his choice, as is evident from an excerpt of the Rig Veda slogan: "I am a poet, my father is a physician, and my mother grinds corn on stone." Being of the same family, okay, we are engaged in different professions. People follow different professions which became hereditary in course of time. This resulted in the division of society into occupational classes. Gradually, this took the form of caste and the present caste system emerged. So emergence of the present caste, the four castes. In later Vedic period, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and the Shudras became four distinct classes or castes or varnas. The four varnas, please remember, Brahmins, Kshatriya, Vaishya and the Shudra. Okay, please remember four varnas. And here you have to explain or remember the emergence of these, okay, varnas in the Indian society. Then you have to explain the events, in the Rig Veda, the last mandala of the 10th mandala of the Rig Veda, it is mentioned first time. Okay, initially we can say it was flexible, not very rigid. Okay, according to the profession means occupation, they decided the caste. But later Vedic period it became way too rigid. People were not able to change the caste. Okay. The Brahmins or the priests performed religious rituals. Kshatriyas participated in the war. The Vaishyas engaged in the business and looked after agriculture as well as industry. The Shudras served other upper classes. As stated earlier, during the later Vedic age, the caste system became very rigid. Later Vedic period. Okay. The Brahmins and Kshatriyas enjoyed many privileges. The priest came to be considered as gods on earth, and the Kshatriyas also increased their power and came to be regarded as the ruling class. Okay, so the two powerful classes, Brahmins and the Kshatriyas, and their duties. All the three higher varnas were entitled to Upanayana or the investiture with the sacred thread according to the Vedic mantras. Intercaste marriage was not prevalent. Okay, the caste system in the Aryan society, caste system, the four varnas, okay, varnasrama, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and the Shudras, on their duties, please remember. And the higher classes had what we can say, the privileges, all kind of privileges, please remember. And the four ashramas, ashrama. Ashrama is not a varna, please remember ashrama. Four stages of human life. In the early Vedic period, man grew up according to the family traditions. However, in the later Vedic period, the whole lifespan of an Aryan came to be divided into four periods. The four stages of life are known as the four ashramas. In their civilization, means in Aryan civilization, okay, in the later Vedic period, they divide their life into four different stages or ashramas. Okay. The four stages of life are known as the four ashramas, each of 25 years duration according to the Aryan tradition. The four ashramas are Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and the Sannyasa. First ashrama, first stage of human life according to Aryan civilization was Brahmacharya, from life to 25 years. Birth to 25 years, From the birth to 25 years, Brahmacharya. And from 25 to 50 it was Grihastha. And from 50 to 75 it was Vanaprastha, and the last stage was Sannyasa, the 4 ashramas. The Brahmacharya ashrama lasted up to the age of 25 years. During this stage, the people was expected to acquire knowledge in the Gurukul and observe the strict discipline. Okay, please remember, first stage. And the Grihastha ashrama, man was supposed to marry and raise a family. As a householder, he was to take responsibility of maintaining his family. This period lasted from age of 25 to 25 to 50 years. And then the third stage was Vanaprastha ashrama. It lasted from the age of 50 to 75 years. During this period, man was expected to retire from worldly life and acquire spiritual and philosophical knowledge. And the last stage lasting from 75 to the death, 100 years, was Sannyasa ashrama. This was a period of renunciation. Man had to leave everything forever and go to meditation in order to attain moksha or salvation. So the 4 ashramas. Okay. Please remember, we have learned about the 4 varnas and the 4 ashramas. What is the difference between the varnas and the ashramas? Varna means the 4 different what we call the caste in the Aryan civilized society. Ashrama means the 4 stages of 4 different stages of human life according to Aryan civilization. First one Brahmacharya, Grihastha, then third one Vanaprastha, and fourth one was the Sannyasa. So here you are explained the duties of a person in these stages. Okay, so revise it and learn. Thank you. We will continue. Okay.